My name is Ferinial and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you're a regular around here. Hi. Today we are in The Sims 4 and I thought for something a little bit different today, let's not necessarily do like a challenge like we normally would where we build in 30 minutes or whatever. Let's just have fun doing a build. Caveat though, there will be a bit of a challenge because we are going to do a micro home. Micro home, is it the right one? Hang on, let's load into the other screen. Hello. Tiny home. Yeah, we're gonna try and do 32 squares or less. And see where we go. See where the vibes take us if we go bigger, but that's the goal. 32 squares or less, fully equipped, fully workable home. And we're just gonna hang, we're just gonna vibe, and we're just gonna do it. Fun news for you, while you're watching this right now, I will be on holidays. This was actually pre-recorded, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago for you. I think actually, maybe almost by the time you're watching this, I might actually be back from holiday and working on more content again. I'm not sure, but I pre-filmed a chunk of content before I went away. And it's weird talking about it like it's already happened when I'm still doing it. But there you go. But today, I was just in the mood for just, sitting and building and having some fun. So that's what we're going to do. If you've got a cup of tea or maybe some work that you want to do and maybe body double with, go ahead and grab that out and let's just vibe together. I'm going to try not to get too caught up in just focused and not talking, because I tend to do that. I tend to hyper focus a little bit, but yeah, I'm going to try and just talk about crazy stuff while I'm here. I'm going to actually, I don't know how well it will go, but let's see if we can take advantage of the diagonal. Okay, so that's way too big. You know how sometimes it just gives you a little bit more room? Okay, so that's 32 tiles right there. As opposed to 32 tiles before was 4x4 is 16. Yeah, so we can go up to 64. So we can get double that size on the straight, which feels fairly big in all honesty. That's 74. I went too far. 68. Oh yeah, it's like that, but then like that or something. Okay. Well, I like this shape a bit more. It maybe gives us like a little cutout for a bathroom or something. And also we could probably do a little bit more with this shape. So I'm thinking let's do, maybe that bit gets cut out. And that should give us 6 tiles to put somewhere else. I mean, have like entryway maybe straight into the kitchen. And then it's at 4 tiles here. And then 2 out there. Is that what that gives us? I feel like I've just made basically the same shaped house again. 30. Oop. 32. Okay, let's vibe with this for a bit. Let's see how we go. I'm not gonna, I know there's like tricks you can do where you like move the wall across and we're gonna do this legit. And I'm also gonna try not to do, I know you can do a bathroom on like 1 tile. I'm not gonna do that. I think we're gonna try and do this fairly legit. I don't know how legit we'll actually get, but now that I'm looking at this, I'm feeling like this is feeling like a kitchen corner, because I can go, oh, I forgot to move my microphone again. There we go. Because I feel like I can put the fridge in the corner. Lights, fan. Put the lights down. Put the lights down! I'm on there. I'm on there. Okay. We can put the fridge there, and then we can get like a corner cabinet. And then a straight cabinet. And then maybe, I mean, an end cabinet in a place like this is probably a little bit of a waste, but let's treat ourselves, you know? And then we'll get a stove and put that there. So I think they can use that to work on. And yeah, maybe this can be our entryway then. Like that. And then maybe our bathroom can go over here. So I think I can do a bathroom on... I know I can do it on 3 tiles. So I could put the bathroom here. But I'm also thinking that would also be a very nice spot for a bed. Now the next decision I've got to make is, do I want a Murphy bed? I like Murphy beds. They're super practical. But I hate Murphy beds in The Sims. They're super stupid. Because they just die all the time. But like we could do that. I mean, we could have like a full bath almost then. That feels like a bit too much wasted space. Let's not do a Murphy bed. Let's not bring in an extra death. But we could put... I mean, a loft bed feels like it makes sense. And if we're not going to have a Murphy bed, we should probably have a bunk bed. And then we've got our clothing underneath it. Maybe no, clothing's not going to go there. We're going to put a couch under there. And we'll have our TV here-ish. Let's go with just a basic couch for now. We'll put our TV... Hang on. Put our TV. That's probably close enough. Yeah, that might work. And then we can do maybe our little 3x1. Oops. Our little 3x1 bathroom over here. Probably should move in a sim so I can be thingy testing this. But so I think the downside to the 3x1 bathroom is... I do believe you sometimes need an archway instead of a door, depending on a lot of factors. So we're going to put down a door for now, and we'll just put a curtain in front of the door to, you know, imply that there's privacy going on. But we'll put the curtain going this way, maybe? No. I feel like it implies more privacy if it's over here. And goes to the wall. You're up the top, aren't you? Come on, go where I want you to go. No, go where I want you to go. Yeah, that works. Okay, let's put our door back here. And then when it comes to bathrooms... Let's get this one, because this one makes sense for like a toilet setup. Because you can like take it off and that, and then we'll get the little... Let's get this one actually. This one will fit quite nicely. And then for the sink... I'm tempted to use that one, but I feel like we'd want a little bit of storage. So we'll go that one. And then we need... So towel rack is going to be a little bit of a problem, but we could probably shove... Actually, if we get a different sink, maybe we just go for like ye old faithful pedestal sink. Gosh. And then we can just get... we can have a towel rack. Really? And we can have this towel rack be next to it. I mean, just imagine that that towel rack works. Okay. And then we need a mirror. The other thing you can do to save a bit of space is you can just either have just a kitchen sink or a bathroom sink. But I want to try and have both because... I don't know, I just don't like the idea of washing my hands in the kitchen sink all the time. Okay, let's see how that goes. And then we have like an absolute butt ton of space left over. Almost too much. We've got a nice little contained sort of bedroom. with a lounge room. Wondering if we could... Not windows, what am I doing? Maybe wall that off. And maybe do the curtain trick again. We did this in the cabin build recently. And I didn't mind it as far as... you know, build tricks and stuff go. Where is... Ah, there you are. Really? You gonna be like that? Okay, spandrel. Actually, that could work. Hang on. Take me back. If we shove you kind of through the wall, do you stick through? Lovely. Like that. And then we put that spandrel down there. And then we go back to curtains. And we should have done curtains first. Always forget my order of operations in this game. We go there like that. Then we go spandrel. Maybe? I feel like maybe our curtains should match then though, but... Actually, if we put this here, and we have that as the space, be a really tiny little kitchen. But then this is like its own little self-contained room, and we could have, still have the TV in here. Although it'd be a little bit awkward because it wouldn't match. I think they could still watch it. Oh, hang on. We can turn that bad boy around. Ta-da! And then that works. And then we can get rid of this and get rid of this. And nope, not get rid of that. Get rid of this. And then we could have like an actual door and something, something, something profit. Maybe. Where's my happy birthday door? Where'd you go? Here it is. It's okay. I found it. Nobody panic. So that door come off there. We can have our entryway there. It's going to seem kind of small, but that's okay. And then through here... It might seem way too small, actually, but... maybe if we have our entryway here, but instead of that one there, we have a little island sticking out there. A little lonely guy. That sticks out like that, because then we can have a bar stool there. And then we have somewhere very, very lonely and depressing to eat our food. And actually, no, I'm changing my mind again. We're going to put the bedroom back to over here. We might just not even have it blocked off, actually. We might keep that, though. I like that. And then what we will do is we will put our oven there. And then we will have a little countertop coming out here. Because not only does that give us somewhere to like sit and eat, but it also gives us extra space for, say, a sink. And then get rid of that. If we put a sink down, if we put a sink down there, and then we put, because I know they can eat off that bit, let's just put these chairs for now. And put a laptop there, I think. That gives us a study. This is hurting my brain. And then it gives us all this space here, which I have no idea what to do with. Like, how do I have too much space in a tiny build? Am I forgetting something? Do I need a dining room? I mean, maybe we could have a normal bathroom then. We could have a tub! Oh my gosh, we're gonna have a tub. If you're screaming at me right now in the comments about what I've forgotten, I can't hear you. Let's go. I feel... I really want to use the new tub. But I feel like a built-in tub probably makes way more sense. No, let's give ourselves a little luxury. They still need to fix the footprint of this just a little. And you know what else that means? We can get rid of that. And we just do the whole new stuff. The whole 9 yards. Like that. And we can have a door. Yay! Happy birthday, door. Birthday door on my birthday with my birthday and my birthday gift. And then we need a mirror. Like that. And we could probably, you know what? We can treat ourselves a little more. Let's maybe this kitchen's too small. I can't really get away with doing that. That's okay. But I could get away with... I could get away with an end one there. I think that'll fill the nice in spacely. The space in nicely. And then I think if we have like a floor to ceiling window there, I think that would be nice. Like that. But not quite that one. This one. Yeah, that's nice. And then our door could happen over here. And our doorway, I would like a door. Ooh, actually, I love this door so much. It's so pretty. And actually, I'm going to pivot the bedroom. So that's there and that's there. Which means I need to turn that bed back around. Turn the bed around. Leia knows where Luke is. And then we get another infinite window there, maybe. Or what I'm hoping for don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna persist with trying. Oh, you might be too small. Excuse me, where the heck did they go? I like just had them. Oh, that one fits. You won't fit though. But that one fits. But what do you go above is the question. So you're from Horsey's Pack. Is that meant to go above? Could it go? No. Also kind of know. What? Okay, let's get rid of Horsey's pack. And then let's try... you don't quite line up properly. None of these are going to line up quite properly, are they? And see it now? I'm just going to end up very annoyed. Oh, hang on. What if I, instead of doing that, what if I bring you down here? No, that looks weird. You look so nice up there, but I don't think that's going to work. The easy exit window. Oh, that's cute. Now we're kind of cottagey. I like that. Okay, then we need another roof behind you. And then around the back here, I might just go with the same roof again, actually. Why overcomplicate it? I have no recollection of whether or not I've made this around the right way, but we could finally use this. The rainbow roof. Maybe if we go over it inside and make it a little less, perfect, and make it a little more run down, then we can hang on, whole filled, wait, I don't know which one's which. Alright, hang on, let's build a test roof here and a test roof next to it. Oh, this one's got like skylights built in? Oh, okay, so that's the one we want then. Okay, so can I get to... There are no ceilings? Okay. Can make that work. And then this we can probably... No, this... Okay, because that would mean that we get... Yeah, that's so cool. Okay, so we need a complete overhaul. We're not doing the fancy sink anymore. We're not doing the fancy any of that. We're going to change all this out for, like, squatter's hovel kind of thing. We have a direction now. It's just going to be, like, a tiny little shack in the woods. Which is some of my favorite things to build in The Sims. Ooh. What colors does this roof come in? This one. I love it. Okay. A corrugated shed that someone's living in. Like, although that is amazing. But not right for this build, I don't think. I think for this build, we want the black. Yeah. Yeah, I like how the black looks. It looks really cool. Okay, and then we want just like a little, not that. Not that either though. It's not the right color. It's better. Well, that's just going to be annoying, isn't it? This one is fine. Okay. And then we need just a little bit of that up there. And then window-wise. Ooh, you know what? Could it be cool, or would that just be weird? Let's get werewolves. No, that doesn't make sense. But this little wooden one does. Let's get a couple of these little wooden guys in. What colors does these wooden guys come in? I like that. They've been, you know, someone's tried to look after it a little bit, I guess. I don't know. But I like it, so we're going with it. Like that. And then doors. Oh yeah, we have this little shack door. And we can paint it, I hope, to match. Yes. Ah! Okay. I was wondering if like that instead of like the window over the back would work, but okay. So inside, I think, let's have a look at what we've got here. So inside we could do something like this. So it looks like it's a little more insulated. I mean, we could do that outside as well. No, I like the corrugated iron thing. Do I want the corrugated iron thing inside, though? No, I definitely do not. Alright, and then in the bathroom... yeah, let's just do a clean room in the bathroom. Right, let's get rid of this fancy stuff. Oh, you know what we need? You know what shower we need? It's a shower tub, though, but it's going to be perfect. This one. And we'll put it over here, because then it's on a corner, and it's easier to imagine that we've rigged that up. I love that. I love that so much. And then we need... Is it this one that looks like it's just a bucket? Or is it the other one? I can never remember. So is that one? Or there's... No, not that one. Although that one does come in a yucky kind of color, doesn't it? Do you come in a yucky kind of color? You are an outdoor. Alright, you're sold. And then toilet... we might go for the old faithful vampires one. Or should they bring in more of these drop kind of ones? Oh, like that. There we go. And then a door for in here. We can't really do the same door. That door doesn't really make sense. Old and scuffed. No. Rainbow door! Plain wooden door? Isn't there like a door of dinge or something? Yeah, the door of dinge. How good am I? Yeah, that gray kind of works. It's a little out of place, but we'll say that it works. I'm wondering, would corrugated metal work in here? Oh yeah, that is gross. That is very, very gross. And then The broken mirror maybe doesn't fully fit or make sense, but oh, it matches. It's like one built-in thing. That's what we're going to go with for that. All right, flooring. We need some gross flooring now too. Could just have dirt. Is that too gross? Oh, silver Doradin dirt maybe? Because then it's like compacted. Yeah, let's go with that. I like that. All right, this kitchen needs to change. What kitchen are we going to have instead of this? There is this. I feel like this one might fit the dinge a little better. Yeah, that one. One of them was a stove, but I cannot remember which one it was. So, hang on, what's the difference between you two? Yeah, I think this one's grosser. We're going to go with this one. We'll just change this back. Ooh, no, this one. That's the one. Ew. Not really ew. It's actually kind of lovely, especially if you would put it in a ranch. But in here, we're going with ew. And then fridge-wise, I guess we could just put like the black one down of this. It's old, it's rusty, it's run down, it's yuck. And then here. Yeah, love it. And then for a sink, I mean, do we want to like go full commitment and do like this old sink and like that? Maybe? I dig it, I dig it. Oh, and that means that we can use the werewolf bunk. Because the werewolf bunk will look like it belongs. What color do we want the bed? Oh, yes. Yes, please. TV-wise, I don't think we're going to have, like, all that much choice, but let's see what we can do. Living room. Oh, no, we do have, like, that old school. Oh, yes, broken furniture. Doesn't leave a lot of space, but that's fine. And then we have this. That's disgusting. The only downside is this couch is not going to fit. But maybe, what if a single armchair fit? So it's probably only one person living out here, kind of hiding off on their own. Ooh, it does. It's the grossest one of these. Oh, that green. That green is revolting. Okay. And then we can have... We just have like a tire chair here, just for... Not for any real reason, but just because... Yeah. Yeah, that's an issue now, actually. Maybe... Hang on. I remember now why we didn't have this kitchen going out all that way. Because we had bar stools. No bar stools. I mean, these probably look fairly... Actually, if we shimmy you that way, we can get a single bar stool in that corner there. Like that, which is kind of technically all we really need. Might get rid of this, and we might have... Actually, no. We still need to... Oh no, we've got a sink. Get rid of that and put that over there like that. And then, yeah, you're not gonna fit there. Is there like a little itty bitty window? Ooh. Do you come in like a gross... No. That's okay, we won't put that down there. That's fine. Like that. And then... Ooh, let's put down like the gross werewolves rug. That would be like the finishing touch, basically. Just a little bit off kilter. And what color? Yeah, a little pop of color just to cheer you up in here, you know? Crack on the floor. Some scratches over there. Ooh, we could put this out here. Oh, that's so cute. And then we could put like the little barrel here, maybe. Actually, no, those might be nicer. Okay. So I think that's looking pretty darn good as a little interior room. We've got our kitchen sink. We've got that. I mean, we could bring this back out one, but I'm not going to because I kind of like it not feeling quite so finished. I'd maybe even almost consider getting rid of that, but we're going to leave it there for now. Just gives you a little bit of extra space to prepare food if you want to. All right, what is this? Did I face this the right way? No, I did not. So that was... Yes, that way. Move what? That way. And then we just need like some huge kind of oh, I mean we need a pee bush. That goes without saying. We need what type of trees are these? You know, it's a little hot in the woods. Hiding out there like that. What other trees have we got around here? Oh yeah, let's put a bigger one at the front here. And a little one there maybe. Okay, and then... Well, let's pop a dip on there. Why not? Let's make this place kind of spooky. Spooky. In the woods. Yeah, why not? Oh, no, this one, because it matches the trunks. Okay. And then some shrubs. Like unkempt grass. Scary rose bush. Some creeping thorns. A painted fern. And a ground fern. I'm very grounded. Some of that. Some of that. That. Just trying to lay down some like underbrush kind of stuff. So it looks a little more like it belongs, you know. Unkept shrub maybe down the back there. What else have we got? Agave plant doesn't make that much sense. Let's put some more grasses around. Might move this back a little bit. Flowers, maybe another fern back there. I'm not going to have lavender as much as I would love to put some lavender down. Green grass. Green grass. Green. I don't know how the rest of that song goes, but there we are. Some green grass at the front here. And then we need some terrain paint. We don't want too much of it. We just want a little hint of... That's too much immediately. Let's make this a little... There we go. And then we need a couple more shrubs at the front here just to sort of hide that off. Too colourful. Not grass. Some of that. Maybe not more, not grass. Ooh, bulbous bush, maybe back there. And then some of that to kind of connect it. Let's see how that looks on the upload screen. Yeah, we need some more growth over there. Not grass, leaning grass, straight up grass, green grass. A little bit more green grass. I like jumping in and out of that menu a bit sometimes because it gives you a bit of a better view of what's kind of... Sometimes it's a little bit hard to get that sort of angle. Plus, I mean, if you want people to download your stuff, probably should have a little bit of curb appeal going on. Okay, and we do need a mailbox. I did forget. But we can use this mailbox. Yeah, that'll work. Kind of advertises that someone lives here a little bit there. Maybe back here. Sort of blend it in a little bit. Any kind of sculptures we could put down? Grotto rocks. Actually, rocks is probably a good idea to put down in some places. I always forget to put down rocks. You know what else we need? We need this little sundial thing. And then we need... Oh, we could put down one of these somewhere, maybe. By the pee-pee bush. What am I looking for? I don't want the bonfire. No, I don't want the bonfire. I want this. And I want that in maybe some other colors. By the pee-pee bush. There we go. And if we look at that, that should look... Yes, very abandoned, very gross. A bit of a gap there, but that's fine. And then we go back down, we can just sort of add some finishing sort of touches, like maybe there's a top. Maybe the top does go the other way. Oops, excuse me. Excuse me, I'd just like to place a top, thank you. There's a top there that's kind of... that color. that. There's maybe there's some clutter. Ooh, a fireplace probably would have been nice in here. Oh well. Some clutter here. Ooh, and like ye old kind of lamp maybe. Ooh, and that's actually a point. If I get rid of these lights, how dark does that make it? Especially at night. Okay. What colors does this light come in? Let's get the more muted colors because it's been here for a while. And then that'll light up that bit. And then in here, we'll just get... It'll be dark, but I mean, you're living in a cabin in the woods. Like, if you're expecting bright lights, you're in the wrong spot, love. Oh, no, wrong one. Lighting. I think I want like a wall light because they feel a little less thingy. Ooh, you know what I need? I need that light. That's the perfect light for that bathroom. Okay, just gonna drop that down one actually. That is our little tiny home. Let's do a quick tour of her because I love giving tours of houses. So she's very secluded. She's on the island. I mean, she's got a very fancy neighbor, but just ignore that. We can pretend that we're secluded and on an island. You come in, you've got lots of plants and debris kind of going on. And then you step through the door, you're still a little too tall. You've got this old kitchen going on, an old bathtub, a loft bed, an unfortunately positioned beam up there, but there's not much I can do about that with the roofing. I wish that they would change that so that that wouldn't happen, but anyway. And then through here we have our bathroom. With a mirror and a toilet and the off-the-grid sink, bathtub kind of thing. But like, yeah, like you just imagine you're on your own deserted island and you've built a shack. I'm going to leave this one here. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!